Indianapolis native Charles Browning is now appearing on Broadway in August Wilson's The Piano Lesson. The stage production tells the story of a fight between a brother and sister over a piano. It's an heirloom with the faces of their ancestors carved into it.
Charles plays Avery, a preacher pursuing the sister who may sell the heirloom piano. Charles joining us now live from New York to talk about this amazing production. Charles, my man, thank you so much for being here with us.
Thanks for having me, Alexis and George. Thank you.
I mean, I know New York seems so far away, but I just know that you are doing your thing. Why were you so drawn to this stage production?
That's a great question. It was a simple drawing, actually. In Indianapolis, in high school, I did a program called Upward Bound. One of my first introductions to August Wilson was there at Indiana University at a program called Upward Bound. I did a scene, Troy and Rose from Fences. And from there, he has followed me completely through my journey all the way to New York City, having done monologues for auditions for schools. I went to DePaul in Chicago, and fate would have it that August Wilson was my commencement speaker at DePaul University. And now, when I was pounding the pavement, which I still am, here in New York City, I would see August Wilson. Actually, there's a famous like diner that he goes to. He would like to go to, the Edison, which is right across the street from this theater. I'm in the theater right now, the Barrymore. So it was drawn, but also I feel like it's kind of fate and kismet.
Ooh, I love it. I love it so much.
Hey, your dream was, as a kid, really was to have a career as an actor, but also to give back and inspire inner city youth like yourself to reach greatness. That latter part really fascinates us. How's that part going?
That part is actually going surprisingly well. I had a dream, and I guess I say I had a dream in honor of Martin Luther King, right? I had a vision and a dream that I wanted to do exactly what you said. And part of my pounding the pavement here in New York City was being a public school teacher in the New York City public school sector. And I've been able to touch a lot of students in that time that I was there. And many of the students, well, a few of them, have been able to come and see the show. And like, on I have a business Instagram page called the NBC Experience, which is Mr. Browning's class, and part of the philanthropic work that I would like to do. That is live. That's what happens when you're at the theater. You hear these calls. But yes, so that's how I've been able to carry on the vision of what I'm intending to do with this platform and these opportunities that I've been given.
I just love how you walk in your purpose. I mean, like, it's just really cool to see that, you know, the connections to August Wilson and the people that you've been able to rub elbows with. I mean, you've been able to work with some of the biggest performers in the country: Oprah, Usher, Samuel L. Jackson. We just saw a picture with you and Babyface. You know, every Hoosier has to just link up with Babyface real quick. Who has inspired you the most?
Oh, that's a great question. I would first start off with, I was very much inspired by the personalities and characters of the Harlem Renaissance. To begin, like with the Langston Hughes and the James Baldwins, the Zora Neale Hurstons, the Paul Robesons of the world. And there were real life people who inspired me, like Mr. Braxton from Broadway High School, who was a teacher, who was a reflection of me. And he was great, and he was a math teacher. And I didn't really get to have him as a teacher, but because I was involved in a lot of extracurricular activities and he was a sponsor of it, we got to know each other. So he was a really big inspiration, especially Indianapolis. I'm sorry about that. But
No. You are fine. You are working, honey, and so are we. And you know what? I'm excited that you are working because the show is completely sold out up to its closing on January 29th. You got to tell us what's next for you.
Well, what's next for me, hopefully, is that someone's going to see this. This is going to be together, and people will see the play. And I will have a specific answer for you. But what's really next for me is continue to walk in my purpose and to continue to be grateful for the opportunities that I have and the ones that I have not seen quite yet that I know that I will have.
You keep giving shout outs to your teachers, and karma will be with you, my man. That is Charles
George.
Browning. You're awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today on All
Thank you
Indiana.
both. Thank you.